Today, our adventure turned to the creatures under the sea, whales. We left the marina of Loreto this morning at about 8:30 in hopes of seeing humpbacks, fin whales, and the granddaddy of all, the largest animal on the planet, the blue whale. Our guide for the day was Maria from Viva Loreto Nature and Adventure Tours, and her expertise and knowledge of where to find the whales didn't disappoint. Afterwards, we talked about our successful day on the water and about Viva Loreto Tours. So let's just set the scene here. We just did a whale watching tour, which we'll get into the more details about in a few seconds, but just tell me a little bit about Viva Loreto Tours and how long you've been doing this and what got you involved.
Okay, well, we arrived to Loreto in 2007, and we've been doing this since 2010. We started in 2010, we started with the whale watching, island tours, scuba, and then in 2013 we got the chance to buy a scuba shop that it was here, so that's when we put it together, Viva Loreto Tours and Dolphin Dive. So we do whale watching and scuba. That's like the main activities that we do here.
Nice. So what does a typical tour entail? Like, just give me the basics of how many hours, where you go, what you see, what you do.
For the whale watching?
Yeah.
Okay. It's about 5 to 7 hours, and we are trying to find the whales around. The whales that we have here in Loreto is the blue whales, the fin, the humpbacks, sometimes minke, sometimes sei, and sometimes sperm whales, but that's harder to find them. But most of the time we can see humpbacks, fins, and blue. Those are the three main whales that we can see in the area.
And sometimes I've heard you see orcas, but it's a kind of a double-edged sword, because if you see orcas, that means the other whales aren't around.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, sometimes we see on the family of the dolphins that it's common dolphin, bottlenose, and orcas. They are like in the same family, but they are teethed mammals. And yes, when we see the orcas around, the others just hide or go away. So yeah, in this time of the year, if we see the orcas, it is going to be harder to find the others.
So what's the trick of finding the whales? I mean, you've been doing this for a few years. When you first started out, how did you learn to go find the whales?
Well, I learned with two persons that they have been teaching me for a long time. One is Fernando, and the other is Diane.
Yep.
So both of them, they are passionate about the area, and I was just with them, and they started teaching me, or I learned from them. And once you see the blow of the whale like far away, then we go, and we are doing the passive method for whale watching. That, by the way, it is like the first place in the world that we started the passive method.
Okay.
Here in Loreto.
Okay.
We were working all together, the captains around here. We were working with Diane for doing the passive method, because it was like before we started with it about 10 years ago, it was that go like further fast to the whale and they were chasing it, and the whale just went away, right? So we started with this method like about 10 years ago, and we practiced all, and we were doing, okay, we cannot go further than 100 meters because the animal is 30 meters. So if we go we don't go further than 100 meters, and then we turn off the engine or we put it neutral, and then we wait. And with that, the animals are very relaxed, and sometimes we have very, very good encounters that they come closer to the boat.
Yeah, they come to you. You don't have to go to them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you answered my question. I was going to ask, was there certain rules? And you said, you can't get closer than 100 meters. But once you've stopped and you're just floating, and they decide to get closer, I mean,
we can have it like 2 meters away from the boat.
So now let's get to our tour that we just finished here. It's quite an excursion. Like, how far did we go out? Because I have no concept of how far we went out. We were just out there for a few hours and started to make our way back. But you go quite a ways out, though, don't you?
Yeah, we went about, it's about 25 kilometers, if we put it like that. But as we went like from one place and then to the other, and we are just like, sometimes we went in zigzag, and sometimes we just keep going.
Yeah.
And when we turn off the engine and we are just like waiting, that's the reason that it feels like a lot of time, or a lot of distance. 30 kilometers is not close for doing the activity. And we do about we did about 6 hours. The tour was about 6 hours, but we were waiting. And
and it seems like, and we're kind of making a joke about it, every time we decide that we're going to move on, that's when the whales decide that they're going to appear.
Yes. Today we were very lucky. We saw a couple of humpbacks, we saw a couple of fins, and we saw one blue whale.
So we scored on all whales.
Yes. It was amazing.
Well, I would have to say that when we were on our way back, we had not seen a blue whale yet, and it was kind of, well, I guess we're not going to see one today. That's too bad. And then suddenly, out of the blue, a blue appears.
Yes. We can see it from far away. The blow, that it's like 12 meters high. And it's like, we don't imagine, and we cannot, in our brains, we cannot get like the distance. Because it's like we saw it from far away, the 12 meters blow, and then when we are coming, it's like, okay, probably it's not that high. Well, because it's the distance that our brain doesn't like make sense. It happens the same that I was telling you. If we see the blue whale that is 30 meters long, and then we see a humpback that is half of the size, we can think that that they are very tiny, because in our brain we cannot make that change like really easy.
Two things I learned today. One, you have to have a lot of patience.
A lot.
And you have to sort of go by the rule of nothing is guaranteed in life.
Exactly.
Because when you're dealing with wildlife, it's up to them.
Yes.
So you're not guaranteed to see whales. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what was today?
Like 10.
It was 10,
yes,
right.
Because we saw 3 different kind of whales.
And
it was.
So you scored great today.
Yes.
And well, we weren't even, I don't think, 5 or 10 minutes out in the water, and we saw dolphins right away. Right away, a school of dolphins. So that was fun. That was just like a bonus. And it seemed to me that it didn't take very long at all before we saw our first humpback. And then we saw, and then it took a while. Then the patience sets in.
Yes, because the weather wasn't helping us like a lot. We have like cloudy in the distance, so that makes it really hard to find the blows. And then it was a little wavy, but it was good to be like around. So that was the chance that you can see all the marine park.
That's
the 5
true
islands.
too, right? And like you aren't very far from shore, it seemed to me, anyways. And like the landscape is amazing. Like the rock formations, the mountains. I mean, the scenery, you can't go wrong. So it's not like you're just staring at blue ocean.
No, that you always have something to see around.
And everyone participates, right? Everyone's looking for that blow of the water in the distance, and it's over there. Yes,
and when we have the blue whales like really close, we need some assistance. The assistant has to be like, okay, now it's 10 minutes, then we are waiting for the next blow to come up.
Okay, so let's talk about the nuts and bolts of Vivo Loreto tours. If someone wants to do this is a good time of year, right?
Yes,
this time
for
of year
for whale watching
is
the best time. It's February and March, mid-March. Regularly, it is the season. It's about 6 weeks that we have them here feeding, mating, or giving birth to the babies.
So it's a short window. This is when you want to be in Loreto if you want to do whale watching.
Yes.
How do people like? How many people would you take on an average tour? Like, it's not a very big boat, so you're not talking big tours, right?
We have 3 pangas, and the biggest one we can have 8 people. We don't like to do like bigger groups.
No.
Because if we are with the maximum of 8, everybody can see from around.
Yeah.
And then we have another that is 6, and the other is like 4 or 5.
Well, you want to make sure that if you bring a camera that everything's working, and if you're using your phone, you want to make sure the battery is well charged.
Yes, and you have enough memory.
And you have enough memory, exactly. And can people just book on your website? How do people?
Yes, it's vivaloretotours.com.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add that we might have missed? Like, it was a 10 out of 10. I don't know how we could get any better.
Yeah, no. No, the thing is that if it's not only whales, it is also island tours that we can go, snorkeling, scuba tours. So that's like a lot of things that we can do in the ocean. For example, for diving, it is from July to November, the warmest water.
Nice.
But we can do diving all year around. Or if you want to come and get certified in warm water, then you can come. We do that with our sister city, sister company that is Dolphin Dive.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, it was a fun day. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
coming.
You can't get better than that.
Yeah.
That's nice warm sun we're sitting in.
Yes.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you for being here.